Using the materials from your project box, take out your scissors and carefully cut out the printed template wing design. Make sure to save the angle design on the bottom of the wing template sheet. It will be very important later. Place the wing template design you cut out onto the larger sheet of balsa and glue it in place. Try to use the edges with the edges that are already cut on the balsa wood sheet to eliminate unnecessary cutting. Using the craft knife, cut around the wing print template until you have separated the wing design from the rest of the balsa wood sheet. Be careful not to pull and tear through any of the balsa. It is very fragile. Also, make sure you are always cutting on top of the cutting mat. While the print template is still attached to the wing, it would be a good time to sand those rough edges that may be left from cutting. Once the edges have been sanded, remove the print template from the balsa wing and now transfer the cut lines from the print template onto the balsa wing design. You will also want to mark the direction of the wing so that it can be placed in that orientation when you glue it to the fuselage. One of your tools in the project box is a protractor. This is very handy for making straight edge lines if your freehand lines aren't very straight. Now find your angle template that you set aside before and mount it to your piece of cardboard. The angle template will allow you to adjust the wing until it matches the angle printed on the paper. Using the craft knife and a straight edge and cutting on top of the cutting mat, you will now score the wing and not cut all the way through it. The way to do this is to use the blunt edge of the knife and not the cutting edge. This allows you to scratch a groove into the wing, creating a place where the wing can then be bent. Test the wing as you make the score until it bends freely, being careful not to separate it into two separate pieces. Once the wing is able to be bent to fit the shape of the angle that's on the print template, use pins to hold the wing upright till it can stand on its own, and you can glue the two wing pieces into the permanent shape of the dihedral angle. The final step is to put glue along the scored cut on the center of the angle, remembering that less glue is always better than too much glue that has to be taken off later. Put a small amount of glue and let's allow that to dry before we add any more. You can also use a scratch piece of wood to smooth out the glue, making sure that it covers all parts of the wing angle.